Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Votonomous back with another video. I'm finally going to be doing this tier list. I made this tier list about a year ago. Let's see. This list was made right before Springtrap came out. So this was like probably beginning of June, if not even May. So it's been a year since I made this tier list. I'm going to be going over every single IP on here and rank them. I have Please I Need This, so I'm desperate for those. These would be cool. These are okay. Not my thing, but wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter. I put that in parentheses. It's pretty important. Collection, fine. Chapter, no. So basically what that means is it would be skins. They'd be skins instead of an actual chapter. I would not like these. Keep these away from DVD. I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are for people who were doing this tier list, and it actually turned out a lot of people did this tier list. Before we get started, before I start ranking, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we are on our way to hit that goal. So make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you like the video. It helps boost it. It'll find more people that way. I appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out. So I posted, here's a look at the thumbnail for the Dead by Daylight license wishlist tier list video. Let's play a game. First person to name every character in this photo will win a shout out at the start of the video. And Mario Gamin 8189 did it flawlessly. Congratulations, and thank you for participating. I appreciate you, man. Alright, so we're gonna start here. Jason, what do you think? Obviously, I need him. I'm desperate. I need Jason in the game at some point. He's going to be a cash cow, too, because think of all the skins he's gonna get. They would do his Jason universe as the base skin, basically what you see in Fortnite and Call of Duty. And then they'd be able to do all of his movie looks. So I'm gonna get robbed, essentially. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could even do Retro Jason. They could even do Savini Jason, perhaps. I think he needs to come to the game at some point. I need him desperately. Okay, so Pennywise. I'm not huge into it. I'm not as big of a fan of it as, like, everybody else. I think it'd be cool. I'm not desperate for Pennywise, though, at all. Predator. Predator's another one that's, like, it would be cool. I'm not desperate for him. I think that it'd be cool to get Dutch as a survivor. I'd actually look forward to Dutch a lot more than, like, any other survivor, just to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in the game. Candyman. I've never seen the movies. I've never seen any of the movies, but I think it'd be okay. My hype levels wouldn't be high at all, and I wouldn't totally be shocked. I think it'd be okay. I wouldn't mind it. Okay. Yeah. Jeez. I'm going to say that Leprechaun should I don't know. I don't really care. I don't want Leprechaun. I'm not gonna be over here saying that Leprechaun should be in Dead by Daylight. Trick or Treat would be really cool, actually. And if I had to, like, start ranking these in order, he would be at the top so far, because Sam would actually be really cool as a killer. He's got a really unique weapon, too. I really like the lollipop. Okay, I don't see Killer Clowns from Outer Space really joining the game at any point, because we do have a Killer Clowns from Outer Space game already. So we aren't likely to get one, like a chapter. We aren't likely to get a chapter for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think it'd be okay. I'd be alright with it. I think it'd be funny. It's definitely... certain people are going to look at me and go like, oh, well, you put the Leprechaun, I would not like these, but you put Killer Clowns from Outer Space and this is okay. Yeah, deal with it. That's just how it is. The Strangers would be a collection. I do not want a chapter for it, but I think it would be cool for a collection. If it was a chapter, again, it's kind of like the same way I feel about Leprechaun. Anything I put in collection is almost the same way I'd feel about would not like these. I just wouldn't like a Strangers chapter, but it'd be fine as like skins for Legion could make sense. And then we got The Grudge. Not my thing, but I wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter. I'm putting art in please, I need these. I need Terrifier, and I would like Sienna as a survivor. It would be really, really cool. There would be a lot of cosmetics that you could do for Sienna. There's a lot of cosmetics you could do for art as well. The Santa outfit would be cool. So, I want it. I'd still say I want, like, Jason more. And it'd be even cooler, by the way, if Jason came with Tommy Jarvis, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do really want Terrifier. So, Jeepers Creepers. Very controversial. Probably shouldn't be in Dead by Daylight. The Nun. I don't really like these supernatural movies. So these next, like, few, I don't really care for, like, yeah, like, supernatural ghost type stuff. I don't really care for it. I'm going to say not my thing, but I'd understand. Like, if they added Leprechaun, that's stupid, but I can see them adding the Nun at some point, and it's whatever. It's whatever to me. I wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter. Same with Insidious. I wouldn't be upset if that was a chapter either, but it's not my thing. Maybe it could be cool. Maybe an Insidious chapter could be cool. Maybe I could be won over by it, because there's a different amount of looking like demons, I guess. I haven't seen all of the movies. I've only seen the first one. From my understanding, there's a decent amount of different demons. So it could be cool, but as of right now, without seeing anything, not my thing. Same with Exorcist. It could be cool, but it's not my thing either. Ghostbusters would be a cool collection. I think Ghostbusters could work as a collection if you just give, like, the jumpsuits to different survivors. That could be cool. Jurassic Park would be pretty cool. I would like to see an Indoraptor, actually. It would be really unique. And it'd be really funny if Chris Pratt was a survivor. So I'm going to say that that would be cool. But I'm not going to beg for it. Hannibal is weird. This is Silence of the Lambs. Or Hannibal, I guess. Like the show. It would be weird. I can't really imagine him as a killer, because he is just a dude. So I don't know what power they'd really give him at the end of the day. I would say, like, it's okay. I would say it's okay. If they can find something to do with him, then that's fine. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know what they would do. Annabelle is gonna fall into that same, like, not my thing, because I just don't care. The Fly would be really cool, actually. It'd be cool if they did add The Fly. I don't know, if I had to start ranking these again, I would say, like, Fly is probably right there. Jurassic might be right there. I think this is, like, my ranking so far of, like, these would be cool in order. As far as these are okay, I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm gonna say, like, this is the order. I think that's fine right there. Anything past these, I don't know, maybe I'll rank, like, I would not like these, but I won't rank these, because I don't really care. Babadook is okay. I think it'd be kind of cool to see him, because he's an interesting looking boogeyman, I guess. I would probably put him at the top of these are okay. The Shining isn't going to happen. It's the same thing as Pennywise, because it's Stephen King. So I don't see The Shining coming into the game. If they did get a Stephen King property, it would be Pennywise first, so it would take even longer for us to get The Shining. I think it's okay. I wouldn't mind it. The Overlook Hotel would be really cool as a map, actually. So, like, I feel like that would be my most anticipated thing about a Shining chapter is the Overlook Hotel. I think I'd probably put it... I think for the hotel alone, I'd actually put it at the top of okay. American Psycho would be funny. It would be funny. I'm not gonna say I'm expecting it, but it would be really funny for me. I don't know. This is another problem of like I don't know what power they'd even do. I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in okay, because it would I would get a kick out of it. I just don't really see it. It's hard for me to picture. Fear Street, I'd put it in okay. I don't mind it. It could come as a chapter. That's completely fine. I think I'd put it above Candyman, but below Killer Clowns for me personally. I don't fully care for Fear Street, but I wouldn't mind it. Haunting of Hill House, I almost know nothing about. I haven't seen this at all. So, I'm actually tempted to put this in I don't know what these are, just because I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen enough to properly judge. Maybe they could work as a survivor. I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces of the show. I don't know, like, what killer you would do from this. But then again, I haven't seen the show. So, maybe you would know more about it than me. I will just put this in I don't know what this is. Just because I don't want to, like... you know what? I'm gonna put it in not my thing. I'm gonna put it in not my thing, but I wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter, realistically. Elvira would be awesome as a survivor. Elvira would be really cool. I think I would put Elvira, like, probably here-ish. I think she's second place for these would be cool. Because it would be really cool to see Elvira come into the game. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure we found out not too long ago that it wouldn't happen. But it would be cool. This is just ridiculous. I'm going to say collection. I'm going to say collection for Gremlins. Frankenstein would be... For me, truthfully, it's not my thing. I'm not a huge Frankenstein fan. I'm just going to put it in not my thing. I understand there's a lot of people who actually would like the Universal monsters. So, Wolfman, I would actually put in okay. Because I don't mind Wolfman. I like Wolfman more than Frankenstein. If you don't know what this is, down here, this is the Mummy. I'm going to also put that in okay. Creature, I'm going to put in cool. And I'm actually going to put it at the top because Creature is my favorite Universal monster. And I would love to see Creature. We already have a Dracula. Because I just feel like the Dracula we have from Castlevania is leaps and bounds better than this Dracula. So, Supernatural. I'm going to put in okay. Just because Jensen Ackles would be cool as a survivor. But I haven't watched the show. I think I watched the first episode with my friends. And I didn't really jive with it too much. So, but I think it'd be okay. I wouldn't mind it, just for Jensen. Doctor Who would be cool. Doctor Who would be cool. I would actually put that, like, probably here. I would like Doctor Who to be in the game. I would prefer either David Tennant or Matt Smith out of any of them, but I'd be cool with Doctor Who. The Strain. So this is I actually brought this up in the last video. The Strain, a lot of people don't know about it. It's very niche. This is kind of a Dracula situation, but they're like monsters. They got like the killer would be this big vampire guy that you see kind of like right here. And he's got like this stinger that comes out of his mouth. So it could be really cool. And Ephraim as a survivor would be really cool. But I'm going to put it at the top of cool. Because it would be cool. Okay, well, I mean, can you guess where this is going? This is going at the top. This is my most anticipated license. Period. Like, I feel like Jason's going to happen one day. Terrifier's going to happen one day. Slender Man is a question mark. Because you could possibly get the movie rights. Maybe you could get some form of Slender Man that's more his iconic look. But I feel like this is a lot harder to get for a license. And I would be super ecstatic for Slender Man. It would get me the most hyped out of anything, honestly. at least anything that's on here right now on the board currently, Slenderman is my number 1. Jason falls to 2 for me. Jeff the Killer would be a collection. That's a Legion skin. I don't think we need a Jeff the Killer as a chapter. I guess I wouldn't be upset about it, but I would vote for collection. Same with the Rake. I wouldn't be upset if the Rake was a killer, but I'm going to say collection, because that could make the most sense. BioShock I'm going to put in cool. I'm actually going to put BioShock, like, probably here. Nah, I'll put him here. I don't know anything about BioShock at all whatsoever, but I do know that this Big Daddy right here is really cool. I really like the drill. I think there could be a lot of things you do with this killer. Everybody, whenever they bring up BioShock, they say that this guy should be the killer. I agree. I like killers that look very unique, so I'm all for it. I think it'd be really cool. I'd be excited for it. Outlast, I'd put in, like, okay. Because I've only played Outlast Trials. I'd probably put it, like, right here. I've only played Outlast Trials, and the only person I know who could be a cool killer is, like, Mother Gooseberry. Otherwise, I haven't played any of the other Outlast games, and I don't know anything else about it. But Mother Gooseberry could be cool. I'm okay with Outlast. I need Amnesia. This goes with, like, I feel like one of the main reasons I like Slenderman is not only because of, like, his character and what he can do, but also I grew up with him. Amnesia's another one that, like, Amnesia took over YouTube for horror. Like, everybody was playing Amnesia before Slenderman came out. Like, it went, like, Amnesia, Slenderman, and then Five Nights at Freddy's for, like, popular YouTube horror games that were played back in, like, Amnesia might have been, like, 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. I know that Slenderman was, like, 2013, I'm pretty sure, and then, obviously, Five Nights at Freddy's was, like, 2024, or not 2014. It was 2014. The 10th anniversary was 2024. Until Dawn would be really cool. I'm gonna put it in cool. I would like Mike and Sam as survivors. I'd actually put Until Dawn, like, right here. I think that also the Lodge is, like, a map would be really cool. But it would be another snow environment. That's the problem. We already have, like, 2 snow maps, and they'd have to try doing a good job making it feel different. So, but I wouldn't mind. I think Until Dawn could be a really cool chapter. Last of Us. I'm never really particularly, like, excited about survivor only chapters. Like, Doctor Who and Elvira, like, the only 2 exceptions to that rule. So Last of Us, I wouldn't, and you know, same thing for Supernatural, but Last of Us I wouldn't really be excited about. I'm okay with the characters, but I play Ash. I typically only play Ash. Like, the other survivors I play is, like, Rick, sometimes Michonne, sometimes Michaela. That's about it. Those are, like, the main 4 that I play, but I typically play Ash, like, 90% of the time. So, survivors, other than, like, it'd be cool to see them running around, personally, I'm not going to really play them much. So, I'm going to put it, like, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right here in okay. The Boys would be cool. I would put that, like, probably above Doctor Who, but below BioShock, because BioShock would be really cool. But if we needed, like, a superhero killer in the game ever, I think it should be Homelander. Speaking of superhero killers, I think I did this on purpose because I was putting all these in, and I guess I had like a theme going on because I put like a lot of these like, you know, supernatural stuff together, and I, second superhero, I guess, killer, but it's a kid, so I don't care. I don't really want it. Benny Loves You. I actually own this movie on Blu-ray. Benny Loves You would be cool. We have Chucky in the game, so we could have Benny in the game. I think it'd be funny. This is like a more comedic chapter than anything else. And I don't think there's a lot of people that would like that or know what this is. But I want it. I'd put it like I'll put it like here. I'd put it right next to Elvira. Doki Doki. I like this game a lot. I like Doki Doki a lot, but I don't think that Doki Doki would really, I don't know what they would do. Because you're not really going to make Monica like a killer. Maybe like a survivor. Maybe you could do like one of those girls as a survivor. I don't know. I could see it as like a collection, maybe. I could see like the outfits or something as like a collection or like a cosplay thing. Like the Attack on Titan stuff is like all cosplay stuff. I could see a cosplay collection for Doki Doki. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. This is a lawsuit waiting to happen. But it would be awesome. I need like a cartoony killer, please, for the love of God. I'm gonna throw away like lawsuit. I'm gonna throw away the fact that this literally can't happen. I'm going to put it in like at least the bottom of cool, because I would I would think it's cool. I would get excited. This one, Uncle Samsonite, wouldn't be a lawsuit, but this is also not going to happen because I just don't. It's too goofy. But I'm also going to put this at cool just because it would be really funny. So I would actually be excited for Uncle Samsonite too. Walton Files. I actually did a video on Walton Files a long time ago. It occasionally still gets views too. I guess because like nobody really covers Walton Files stuff for DBD. It's a very niche topic, but I would think it's cool. I'd be down for it. I know that we already have like Springtrap, but Bond's design is very unique, and I think it'd be really cool. Also, if they did a map, that would also be really cool, considering the fact that I feel like we got kind of scuffed on the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. I feel like we've been cheated because only like 40% of that map is the main building, and it's a beautiful building, but everything else is like assets we had before. But I'm gonna put that at I'll put that above Uncle Samsonite. I would actually, honestly, like, if I was speaking from the heart here, I'd probably put these three higher, but knowing that they're unlikely, I'm just gonna leave them at the bottom of cool. Bendy, I'm also gonna put in cool, because this goes with, like, Rubber Hose. I wanted a Rubber Hose killer for a long time. I need, like, a cartoony killer. I need something wacky. I like killers that aren't human, so I typically prefer those types of killers. I'm going to put Bendy, like, probably here-ish. Maybe here. I think I'd put it above Homelander. Poppy Playtime is a little bit hard for me because as far as excitement goes, I think this is another one. This isn't supposed to make me laugh, but I think this would make me laugh. I think I'd find it funny, but that's not really the goal. I've seen some of the chapters. I've seen the latest chapter, and I know that there's like this huge monster thing called the Prototype, and I think that would fit as a killer. I think that would be really cool. Like, I would prefer the Prototype over Huggy Wuggy for sure. But it's gonna be Huggy Wuggy. It's gonna be Huggy Wuggy though. And I'm gonna put it in okay. I'm gonna put it in okay. I think I'd put it like probably the top of okay. It just misses the cool tier for me. I think Dead Space could be cool. My thing is though is when it comes to survivors that wear like some type of armor, like Isaac, I have a hard time imagining it, but I mean I guess it could work. I guess it could work. You know, we have weirder things in the game for survivors, so I guess Isaac could work. As far as like a killer goes, I don't know if they would do a necromorph. It would be cool to have a necromorph. I want a map. I want a map. I know that people aren't really fans of like indoor maps, and honestly neither am I, but they always do look really cool, and we need a cool license map. We haven't had like a new license realm in forever. It would be really cool to have a Dead Space map for the ship. I'm gonna put it in cool. I would put it like probably here-ish. Probably, maybe right there. There you go. That's where I'd put. That's where I'd put Dead Space. I don't need Megan. I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my thing at all. To the point where I would be like, there's no hype level for Megan for me. I wouldn't care. I don't know how they do it. It's probably a collection. It's probably a collection, but Sleep Token would be really cool to put in the game. They've only done collections for music so far, and I would hope that that changes for my next one. I would really like Ghost. I would actually put this in Please I Need These. This is a very anticipated thing to come into DBD for me, and if it was like a survivor chapter, that would be really insane. I would like that a lot. I'm gonna put it at the end of I Need, but I would really like this a lot. I don't know what they would do for the thing, other than obviously McCready. He would be a good survivor, but I don't... This is another, like, Dead Space situation where I don't know what killer they would use, because I feel like I don't know. For the thing, I feel like there's not really, like, a iconic enough look for a specific thing, you know? So, I'm gonna put it in cool just because McCready would actually be cool as a survivor. But I'm gonna put it like bottom. This is a collection. Happy Death Day. I would that could be a collection for me. This is another Legion skin. A lot of these are like Legion skins because Strangers would be Legion, Jeff the Killer would be Legion, and this would certainly be Legion 2. And I honestly don't know enough about House of a Thousand Corpses. So, I'm gonna put it in not my thing, but I wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter. The Wyatt 6, WWE. I'd be cool with it. I'd probably put it like, probably above Benny Loves You. Probably above Benny Loves You, yeah. I wouldn't mind WWE at all. Scooby-Doo's a collection, dude. I mean, maybe it could be a Survivor chapter. Maybe you could do one of them as a Survivor, but I would picture it more as a collection. Evil Within would be really cool. As long as it's this guy. I don't know. I like the safe head type of thing. I think it looks pretty unique. Maybe there's other things you could use from Evil Within that could be cool. I haven't done a lot of research on it. I don't know much about it. I'd put it in cool. I'd put it like towards the bottom since I don't know too much about it. But I'd be cool with it, especially if it was this guy right here's the killer. The Medium I actually played a little bit of. I never got to finish it. I don't even remember the name of the girl, honestly. I'd say it'd be okay. I'm not against it, but I don't even think it wouldn't even be a chapter. Lethal Company would be a collection. I could see like the Bracken being like a Wraith skin, and that's probably all I can see. I don't think you could really do anything else, but like Charms would be cool. I added In Silence, but In Silence is basically the Rake. This is like In Silence's version of the Rake. That's what this is. And it's better, honestly. I'd put it in okay. I could see this guy as a killer, actually, instead of like, because this is just an image. This is like a, I don't even know. This is a fake image that circulated online and is associated with the Rake. This is an actual fully developed monster from a different game. And I feel like it's better representation for the Rake. So I'd be cool with that. I would probably put this version of the Rake in like, I'd probably actually put it at the top of okay. I think it'd be really neat. It's a pretty scary looking version of the Rake. I'd like it. A Quiet Place would be okay for me. My issue, I feel like it's a little unfair to say it reminds me of Demogorgon, because the bodies... You know what? I think I'm talking myself out of it. I think I'd actually like it, because I'm thinking about the size of those aliens, and I think that that's kind of cool. So if they did, like, their actual size in Dead by Daylight, if they put it in correctly, it would be cool. I'd put it, like, probably right there. I'd be alright with it. Repo's another collection, I think. They have some pretty cool monsters, just like Lethal Company, but I would imagine that's just a collection. You could have like a charm of these like semi-bots, and you could have a skin for somebody. I don't even know who they would choose for a skin, but you could probably do something. I think a collection could be cool. Berserk needs to be in this game. Berserk needs to be in this game. I would actually put this, like, above Jason, just because it's another one of those, like, I don't see it happening, so if it does happen, I would actually really like it. Like, I would hope it's a full chapter, too. I would want, like, Femto, Guts, obviously, as a survivor. Because if you could do something like Isaac Clarke, you could do Guts. Guts as a survivor, maybe with Casca, even, with a map. You could do... maybe like the entity's version of an Eclipse. That would be cool. I'd really like that. There's just so much to do too. There's so many cosmetics to do. Like if you did Casca, you could do so many different cosmetics. Like she has one from Fantasia that when she finally like, okay, this is spoilers. So if you don't want to know, then skip ahead. But she's a really cool dress that Danon gives her after she finally, like, gets all of her memories back and is finally her again. Like, there's a lot of different cosmetics that you could choose from for both Casca and Guts. I would really like it. So, I'd put it, like, second place, just because, like, as far as a killer goes, Slenderman's always gonna just be my top pick. But... as far as, like, a full chapter goes, I really want Berserk super badly. Chainsaw Man, I know nothing about. It's not my thing, but I wouldn't mind it. It'd be like a Tokyo Ghoul situation. I actually, typically when something comes to Dead by Daylight, I watch it, like, whatever it is. So when Tokyo Ghoul came out, I actually watched the first 2 seasons. I dropped it after that, but I did get myself familiar with Ken Kaneki. I would do the same thing with Chainsaw Man. I was actually gonna watch Chainsaw Man at some point anyway, so maybe if I watched it, I'd probably like it more. Maybe I'll just put it in okay. I'm a little bit interested. They might be able to do something cool with this. I'll put it like probably right here. I'll put it right there. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in American Horror Story, honestly. Maybe it could be a collection. I could see it being a collection. They have a lot of different things, right? It's almost like a, dare I say, it's almost like a Goosebumps, but like more mature, I guess. Because is it like, I've never seen it. To my understanding, it's like there's no like definitive story. Like each season is a different thing. I would say collection. And that's the most I would want. out of this. Is like, I could see it being a collection. This is, okay, Psycho falls into the same, like, I don't know what they would do. I also don't know how much I'd care. I think I'd actually put this one in not my thing, because I just don't really care too much. Like, I would prefer Hannibal Lecter. I would prefer Patrick Bateman over Norman Bates. That's his name. Okay. Halloween Horror Nights would be cool. Okay, hold on. Imagine they did, like, Universal Studios as a map. They'd have to, like, do things differently with it. Obviously, they can't have, like, the IPs that are in the park. Like, right at the front of Universal Studios is a Minions area. They would have to just, like, retheme that stuff. But imagine, like, a Universal Studios map with Halloween Horror Nights representation. Like, maybe, yeah, like, Jack could be a killer or something. I don't know what his power would be, necessarily, but it would be really cool. I'm thinking more about the map than anything else. That would be super cool. Otherwise, I could see it as a collection, but I would enjoy it. I'd put it, like, towards the top here. Maybe like right here. I don't know how serious I am with these rankings. I am at this point, because there's just so many. I am at this point just kind of, like, putting them in, like, wherever I think it should fit. But if I thought longer and harder about this, I might switch some of these around. So take it with a grain of salt how I'm ordering these, but these would all be in cool. Terminator would also be cool. I would like Terminator. Another chance for Arnold to be in the game, which I would think would be funny. They probably wouldn't do that, though. They probably just do the skeleton itself and not, like, Arnold's actual look. Maybe that could be a skin. I don't know. But Terminator would be cool. Dying Light would probably be, like... I'd be okay with it. Yeah, I'd be okay with Dying Light. I used to really like Dying Light. I played the first game, and I thought it was really, really good. But I'm not begging for it. I think it could be cool, like a Volatile as the killer, with Kyle Crane as the survivor. Could be cool. I added this in as a joke. I don't think I genuinely thought anybody was gonna like this. This is like the Mickey Mouse horror Steamboat Willie, because Steamboat Willie got, like, public domain just like 2 years ago or something, and then people started making really crappy horror movies. No. I mean, it would be kind of funny, but no, they wouldn't do it. They have a relationship with Disney. They would not do this. This would not happen. Maybe I should put it here then. Honestly. Final Destination would either be a Survivor chapter or it would just be a collection. And honestly, I don't need it to be a Survivor chapter. I wouldn't want to waste a chapter on something like this. I could see it as a collection. That could be cool. Maybe like a legendary skin for somebody. Kind of like what they did with Geralt, you know? I could see that happening, potentially. Okay. Halo would be nuts. But the Flood would be cool. The Flood would very much be cool. And Master Chief would be cool too, but I don't know. The line might be drawn at Master Chief. Like, you could do Isaac Clarke, but Master Chief might be a little bit too ridiculous. But it would be cool. It'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie to myself. It'd be cool. That's right, I put in Hysteria. I didn't even get to finish the show. I was gonna watch all of it, but I never even finished it. I'd be okay with it. I'm gonna put it like close to the bottom of okay. It's another Bruce Campbell thing, so I'm biased. The Quarry is honestly okay. the way I feel about the Quarry, uh, it's like a Timu Until Dawn. I know it's made, I think it's supposed to be made by like the same people, but it is like more or less a Timu Until Dawn. It's okay. I'd be alright with it. Squid Game would be a collection. Squid Game would be a collection. There's no way it would be anything else. I could definitely see it as a collection, but it can't be anything else. Rob Zombie would also be a collection for me. I don't typically with like music chapters, there's not a lot you can work with. I don't know. I could see it as a collection. That could totally work. I don't know if I'd care for it for like a chapter. Demon Slayer. I forgot I added this, actually. I forgot I added Demon Slayer. I don't know what they would do. That's the main problem. I don't know what they would do. I'd be okay with it. I don't think I'd be like super excited for it. I've seen the whole thing, but it would be weird to see it in DVD, like the art style translated to DVD graphics. I don't know. I'd be okay with it. I'd probably put it like here. Maybe. Nah, I'd put it. Nah, all right. I'll put it at the top. I've actually seen it. I like it. I like the show. I'd have to see it first in game for me to get excited about it. So like thinking about it right now, it's top of okay. Fatal Frame, I know almost nothing about. So I'm gonna put it in not my thing. But honestly, I would put it like towards the top because it looks interesting. This is one that could win me over if I see it in game, but since I know almost nothing about it, I'm just gonna put it in not my thing, but I wouldn't be upset about it. Because yeah. Little Nightmares would be like a collection at most. I don't think it'd be anything else. I honestly have a hard time thinking about like what skins there would even be. Maybe it doesn't even have to be like skins, I guess. It could be like a charm or something. I think that would be neat. Like something small. We got like a badge and a banner for a indie game not too long ago. So maybe something like that too. Like I could see some type of representation for Little Nightmares, and that would be neat. Death Note would be okay. I haven't seen it. I don't know too much about it, but it might be cool, but I don't personally, it's whatever to me. I guess I just put it like here somewhere. I don't know much about Hellsing either. This is another like vampire thing though, isn't it? We have a lot of vampire things. We have enough vampire representation, in my opinion. I don't know what else you could do with vampire stuff. I'd put it in like not my thing. I'd put that in not my thing. Okay, yeah. I forgot I put Spawn in this as well. The only reason I put Spawn in this was because Kaneki's in the game. I think Kaneki opened the door for like, you're a good guy, but maybe you could still be a killer, because Kaneki's the main character of Tokyo Ghoul. He's like the main protagonist, and they made him a killer. So they could probably do something similar with Spawn. And that would be cool. I would actually really enjoy that if they did that. I'd put it like towards the top, maybe even just the top at this point. I'd put it like top of cool, just because Spawn is neat. Devil May Cry would also be cool. Dante as a survivor would be really neat. I don't know what they would do for a killer. I don't know if they'd do Virgil. I'm not sure. I'm a LARPer when it comes to Devil May Cry, but Devil May Cry would be definitely, it would be cool. Dante as a survivor would be neat. So I'd put it somewhere cool. I think I'm losing the plot with the order of these, so don't take the order too seriously anymore. Just worry about the tiers themselves. I forgot how many things I put in here. Doom would be another, like, I think it'd be okay. I'd be alright with it. I don't exactly know what they would do, but it's another, like, it's another Halo situation where it's just it's a dude with like crazy ass armor. So I would put it in okay. I'm not as big of a fan of Doom as I am of Halo. So please no. I don't want Wednesday. I don't. I really don't. I don't. It makes no sense to add it. Honestly, it really doesn't. This is Buffy. I mean, not my thing, but I wouldn't mind. Okay, so these next two, I added thinking about Dungeons and Dragons actually, because since we have Dungeons and Dragons in Dead by Daylight, I thought of other type of games that had like horror elements to them, like D&D. So I put Magic and Fiddlesticks from League of Legends in here. So Magic, I don't know much about Magic, honestly. Even this set that I put, this is such a crappy picture that I put in here. But even this set, I don't know much about Magic, but I could see it winning me over at some point, just like D&D did. So I'm gonna put like not my thing. Fiddlesticks, I've actually seen. I've seen his trailer, I've seen his gameplay, I've heard his voice lines. I don't know too much about League of Legends, but I have done enough research on Fiddlesticks himself to know that he would actually be really cool. I would enjoy it. Wow, this is embarrassing. I used to know what this was, and now I don't remember. Oh, is this Pan's Labyrinth? Is this Pan's Labyrinth? I'd put it in not my thing, but I wouldn't be upset. Especially if it got like a map, that would be kind of cool, but I would have to see it in game to win me over. Like anything from here and above could win me. Obviously, I'd love these, and I'd really like these. But anything from okay and not my thing could win me over if I see it in the game, you know. This is 28 weeks later would be a collection, probably. I could see it being a collection. I don't think I would want anything more than a collection, because when it comes down to like these zombie type of things, it would only be a survivor. And like I said, survivors to me are almost useless. So I don't really care. And then I'm about to look like a hypocrite now, actually. Almost 3 in a row, actually. Because Shaun of the Dead would be okay. Zombieland would actually be cool. And Tucker and Dale would also be okay for me. But Zombieland would be really cool. And now I look like a hypocrite. Because these would be survivor-only chapters. But deal with it. I don't know. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'd put it in okay. I don't mind it. I'd probably put it like I'd put it on like the same tier as like Candyman, honestly. Full Metal Alchemist. I was trying to think of as many like anime horror chapters as I possibly could have, because of Tokyo Ghoul, so I know now that we're probably going to get anime related stuff in the future. It's probably not going to be frequent, which is why I didn't put too many anime IPs on here, but I'd put it here. I think Not My Thing fits, because I just don't know too much about it. It could be something that wins me over. Yeah, I'm gonna put Sabrina in also Not My Thing, because I don't have an attachment to it. I've never really watched it. I don't fully care. Wow, a lot of these last ones are kind of like goofy in a way. I think I'm gonna do Sinister first. I'm gonna say Not My Thing, because I just don't really care. I'm gonna say for Beetlejuice okay. I'm gonna say the Beetlejuice is okay. I could see it being fun, potentially. Beetlejuice is like a killer. Could be fun. Spirit Halloween would be a collection. I added that for like I knew people were going to put Spirit as a collection. So, and I wanted some people to actually utilize the collection portion, and Spirit fits that perfectly. Is this, oh god. I used to know, it's been a year since I put these in, and at the time I knew these well, and now I'm blanking on this. Is this, oh god. I genuinely have to put this in I don't know right now, because I am totally blanking on it. It looks cool. You know, it looks cool. It looks cool. I'd put it in okay. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing and look like an idiot. So, I'm just gonna say this looks cool, and I would put it in okay. Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs. Zombies, PVZ collection. Who doesn't want to have like a brown coat zombie as a charm to put on your hook? You know? I think Plants vs. Zombies would make a fine collection. And then we have 3 left. So I actually just added this one at the bottom here. This was not a part of the actual tier list. I added this one because this is more recent for me. So I'm actually going to do this one first. Back rooms, I'm going to put in I need the back rooms because this is definitely more of a map-centered chapter. You could add a killer. There are entities that you could add, but we haven't had like a license that's super focused on the map itself, and I think that would be really cool. I've seen some people say, oh, I'm gonna get lost in here. I don't care. I want it. I want it as a map. I'd probably put it, like, honestly, here-ish. I think I'd put it right here. I think the backrooms would be cool. Vader, I'm going to put in cool. I'm gonna put Vader in cool. Again, placement is now dead, so don't worry about placement. But I'm gonna put Vader in cool. I wouldn't mind at all. I would be excited, depending on what they do. But I would be excited. And Carnage is another one that I would put in cool. Getting some Marvel representation, because if we get Star Wars, we're probably gonna get Marvel at some point. Disney's gonna enforce something, and I think Carnage would be the best option for a DBD killer. So this is my list. This is everything. Again, I made this about a year ago. So now what I want to do real quick is I want to go to the community ranking. So a lot of people actually did this tier list. They did it. There were so many people that did it that they actually there's like an overall consensus of like where people place certain things, and I'm actually very interested in seeing where you guys place things. So we're going to take this last portion of this video here to take a look at the community ranking. This does not shock me. This actually goes with what I said earlier. I said this in the last video that I did. Slenderman's number 2. And this just confirms it. If the placements, if they put this in actual order, Jason's number 1, Slenderman's number 2, Pennywise is number 3. This does not shock me. This is like the overall consensus of the community that Slenderman is next in line after Jason comes to the game. He will take the throne as most anticipated killer for the game. So this does not surprise me. This top right here does not surprise me. These, okay. Oh my god, they put Scooby-Doo in cool. There's only 4 licenses in cool for the community ranking. This is the community ranking. And you put Scooby-Doo in cool. Okay. Predator makes sense. Terrifier makes sense. Terminator makes sense. I'm actually shocked that some of these aren't higher. Like Bioshock. I'm shocked that Bioshock isn't in cool. I'm shocked that Bendy isn't in cool. Or like Jurassic Park. I'm shocked that these are only in okay. That is surprising. And I guess you guys would prefer a Jeff the Killer chapter over a cosmetic. That is interesting. Wow, a lot of these ones that I put in are like towards the bottom. That is crazy. That is crazy. But you put Jeff the Killer in okay. Wow, okay. Interesting. Wednesday in Not My Thing, but wouldn't be upset? Okay. Okay, that's fine. What do we got here? Little Nightmares as a chapter? Okay. Killer Clowns, Death Note, Outlast, Dracula. Okay, all these so far, all these check out. Doom, okay, sure. Spawn, okay, sure. Those check out. I feel like Wednesday is the only one that boggles my mind. That and Little Nightmares boggle my mind. And the fact that Little Nightmares is on top here, I don't know if they actually like rank order here, but if they do, Jesus. Collection. Okay, makes sense. That hurts. Really? The Fly in collection? Yikes. Okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. I'm okay with that. That too. Really? Oh man. Trick or Treat. Wow, I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked that Trick or Treat is in collection for the overall community ranking. Collection for Trick or Treat. Wow. This is kind of shocking too. This is also shocking that people actually took this seriously. It's like Sonic.exe. Put that in a collection. Not keep away. Put it in a collection. Okay, sure. I'm actually shocked that that's there. I agree. This is also shocking to me that it's in collection and not anything above. That makes sense. This breaks my heart. Berserk in collection. Yikes. Yikes. No, that's wrong. It should be a chapter. That's completely wrong. Halo. Okay, I can see this. I understand. I understand Halo being a collection thing than a chapter thing. I get that. This... Wow, okay. Okay, okay. Some of these... Wow, I'm actually shocked that Jeepers Creepers is above anything... Above this. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that it's above Keep These Away from DBD. And that it's a collection. I guess people can do the separate the art from the artist thing. I would just... I don't know. Amnesia in collection? Some of you don't know ball. PVZ makes sense. Spirit, obviously. There we go. What did I say? I said I'd put it here for like... Because I know people are going to put it as a collection. And they did. These are fine too. I'm not offended by Full Metal Alchemist and Demon Slayer being in collection. But Berserk should be a chapter. So you're wrong. I would not like these. People don't want Magic. That's crazy. People don't want League of Legends. People do not want Fiddlesticks. Interesting. American Horror Story I can almost agree with. Walton Files is a little bit sad, but sure. Until Dawn. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Wow, really? That's okay, that surprises me. That Until Dawn is this low. Quiet Place, I'm kind of shocked about that. The Grudge, I'm also shocked about. Repo, I guess I'm not shocked about. But that almost feels like hypocrisy, because if Repo's here and Lethal Company's in collection, that's weird. Evil Within is in this tier? What are we doing? Wow, that is crazy. Same with Fatal Frame. Buffy... the strangers you put in would not like these. I mean, I guess I can almost agree. If it's not a collection, then I wouldn't like it. But damn. Same with Happy Death Day. I'm blanking on the name of this, but this too, which is also shocking. I'm starting to grasp that I feel like the overall community just does not want any more anime chapters in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy. I guess Tokyo Ghoul just left such a bad taste in people's mouths. But that's not fair. Because it's not really the IP's fault that Ghoul was, like, super busted. That's crazy. Okay. Whatever. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that Insidious is this low. I would have pictured that people actually would have put that higher. So anime chapters are not people's cup of tea anymore, and I guess stuff like League and Magic aren't people's cup of tea either. That is shocking. I really feel like you know, when chapters like D&D came out, it would have opened up people's like willingness to have chapters like League with Fiddlesticks. I'm shocked that he's this low. That's crazy. Wow, okay. Keep away. Keep away. Brightburn. That makes sense. Dissing Uncle Samsonite's crazy. Dissing Benny is crazy. Keep away? Is that because Chucky and his height is obnoxious for some people? Is that why? It's certainly not because the movie sucks, because it's great. It's a great film. That's crazy. In Silence. Where's the rake? Hold on. Are we kidding? Are we serious? You put the rake? You put the OG rake in Not My Thing, but wouldn't be upset if it was a chapter, but this version of the rake, this version of the rake, which is objectively better, is in Keep These Away from DVD. Crazy. Okay. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say. Oh my god. I know that this is the community ranking, so this isn't like everybody. If I went into people's like tier list, it would be different from this. This is just like the overall consensus of like where people place things. This is where it would be, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Dying Light's really low too. Fear Street's super low as well. That's shocking. And then I don't know what these are. You don't know Sleep Token? Wow, okay. Hysteria makes sense. I understand that. The Strain makes sense. I understand that. It's really good though. You should watch it. WWE? People don't know what that is? Wow, okay. You really? It's in the picture. You don't know? Wow, okay. I don't mean to be judgy. Medium, understandable. Halloween Horror Nights. Okay. I just don't think people look into the images too hard. But this is... Okay, apparently this is the overall consensus of the community. These do not shock me. The only thing that shocks me here is Scooby-Doo. Some of these, honestly, I would have imagined would have been higher, like Bioshock and Bendy. But that's crazy. And like, having Jeff the Killer up here instead of down below is a little bit shocking to me too. And then everything just gets really weird here. So then like I said, anime chapters and like stuff like Magic and League that aren't necessarily like horror but do have like a horror story to them, like you can find horror in them, people would not like. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. So I was just very curious to see what people's opinions were on that, and I just found it. So once again, I'll give you one last look here. These are my most anticipated, most wanted licenses out of anything ever. 6 of them. And then these I would really, really like. These are the ones that I wouldn't mind, but I'm not going to really pop for. These I don't really care. If they're in the game, if they're not, who cares? If they're really cool, it could win me over. And I did put Magic here because I haven't seen much about like the horror side of Magic, so it can win me over, and I wouldn't mind if it was a chapter. I just don't, I don't know much about it. And then the collection ones, of course, we need our Plants vs. Zombies, and then these ones are the only ones that I wouldn't really mess with. So like Leprechaun, I just don't like. If he ever joins it, he's like the least amount of I'm upset about it, because it's like at least it'd be kind of funny. I don't need these like at all, like genuinely. And then these are just Jeepers Creepers is a little bit controversial. It's not a little bit, it's a lot controversial. And then this is just stupid. So, there is my ranking. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be doing more DBD videos every other day. I'm posting every other day, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And let me know what you guys think. Maybe, if you haven't done this tier list, I will actually put this tier list in the description of this video. If you haven't done it, you can go ahead and do it. I will be looking to see if anybody else did it. I will be very curious to see what people have done. Maybe I'll make a video of specific people who did this tier list. If you would find that to be interesting, if you want to do this tier list and you want me to cover your tier list, if you want me to rate your tier list, let me know. Maybe that could be a cool video idea. But alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and peace out.